Friends, in this whole world, if there is one thing that is very difficult to control or manage, it is our mind. That is, our brain. Everyone wants their mind to be under their control because only when the mind is under control can we do any work well and achieve success in it. Whether it's focusing on studies, concentrating on our job, dedicating ourselves to our business, meditating for inner peace, or focusing on any task in the world, the point is that no matter what work you do, it's very important to concentrate on it. Only then can you achieve success in it. But this task is not so easy. But it is not impossible either. In this video, you will hear a story that will help you understand why our mind does not focus on tasks and what we need to do to concentrate. But for this, you first need to concentrate your mind on this story, and this will be your very first step in the journey of concentration. Once upon a time, a Zen master was teaching meditation to his disciples, as he did every day. Then one of his disciples said to the master, "Master, I have been very confused for many days. A question has been bothering me for many days. I have tried hard to find the answer to that question, but I haven't been able to get it. Will you answer that question for me?" The master replied, "Yes, ask what you want to know." Then the disciple said, "Master, whenever I drink water, my thirst is satisfied." Or whenever a person drinks water, their thirst gets quenched. Water works the same way for everyone. Whenever someone drinks water, their thirst is quenched. But why doesn't this happen in the case of meditation? While we all meditate according to the rules you have taught us, some of us reach the meditative state very quickly. Some reach it after a while, and some never reach that state at all. This very question has been bothering me repeatedly. When everyone is given water to drink together, and all drink the same water, then that water quenches everyone's thirst. There is no one whose thirst isn't quenched. So why doesn't meditation work the same for everyone? After hearing the disciples' words, the Zen master said, "Actually, your question is why your mind doesn't concentrate when you sit down to meditate. And why is it that some people's minds focus on meditation very quickly, while others take a little longer, and some don't focus at all?" The disciple said, "Yes, master." The Zen master replied, "The lack of focus in any task is not just your problem. It is a common issue for everyone. This is everyone's problem. But don't worry, you will get your answer tomorrow." The Jain master said to the disciple, "But it's not as easy as you think. If you want your mind to stay focused on whatever work you do, you need to understand the mind. If you do any work without understanding the mind, it is likely that you will not be able to concentrate on most tasks and will remain troubled." After hearing the master's words, the disciple's curiosity to understand the mind increased even more. And he said to the master, "Master, please explain to me about the mind in detail." Then the master began to explain about the mind in detail. The master says that the mind is so restless that if it is not controlled, a person begins to feel uneasy. This unease is caused by the hundreds of questions that arise in the mind in an instant, and it persists until the person finds answers to those questions. This is why it is essential for the mind to be calm in order to focus on any task. The disciple says, "But master, how can we keep the mind calm?" The Jain master says, "For this, you need to understand the mind well. Only then can you keep your mind calm, and when your mind is calm, it means it is under your control." Then the disciple asks, "What do we need to do to understand the mind?" The Jain master says, "I will tell you 6 ways to understand the mind. The first way is to listen very carefully to those methods, to observe and understand the futile temptations presented by your mind. In fact, when our mind is sad, it gives us various kinds of greed, and this greed becomes the cause of our troubles. But whoever has recognized the temptations of the mind, understand that they have learned the first way to understand the mind." Then the disciple asks the Jain master, "But master, how will we know that our mind is inducing greed in us, and that this greed is useless for us? We can find this out from our experiences. And sometimes, it can also be learned from the experiences of others. When a person acts out of greed, it only leads to loss, and it is only after experiencing that loss that one truly understands it. This experience is the first step to understanding the mind. Then the disciple asked the Jain master, if a person realizes through the first method that they are unhappy due to the greed instigated by the mind, what is the second method? The Jain master says, for the second way, you need to find someone who has already understood their mind and is free from it. Only such a person can show you the right path. The disciple asks, but how can we identify such a person? The Jain master says, listening to a person's words is the third way to understand someone's mind. The disciple asks, can't we recognize him, her, just by looking at him, her? The Jain master says, a person may appear very calm and very good, but what is in their mind can only be understood through their words, and sometimes words can also be deceiving. Therefore, one should not trust someone's words until they stand the test of your own wisdom. Now, the Jain master tells the disciple the fourth way. The Jain master says that the fourth way to understand the mind is karma. It is essential to work in the right direction to know oneself. However, while working, a person consistently makes two mistakes. The first mistake is not starting a task at all, and the second mistake is starting a task but not completing it. Behind both these mistakes is our mind. Some people are unable to start their work because they think they will start it tomorrow, and some feel that they will fail. The main reason for these mistakes is a lack of awareness, and due to this lack of awareness, the mind does not allow a person to move forward in the right direction. The Jain master says that the fifth way to know and understand the mind is awareness. Therefore, it is very important to do every task with awareness. Every moment spent, and any work done without awareness, is akin to death. The disciple asks the master what he should do to increase his level of awareness. The master says that awareness can only be increased through meditation. Meditation is the ultimate method to know, understand, and control the mind. In other words, meditation is the boat on which one can cross the river of the mind. The person who understands the mind through the first 5 ways conquers the mind and gains complete control over it. The disciple now understood everything from the Jain master's words and sincerely thanked him for the entire day's journey and for providing such essential information about meditation and the mind. And with that, their journey came to an end. I hope you learned something from this video. To watch more informative videos like this, subscribe to our channel